Hey everyone, it's Tiffany from Let's Get Scrappy, and today I have a Happy Crafter Shop guest design team project to share with you. I'm guest designing for the month of October, and she has a couple new dies to her shop. She still has some other ones that have been restocked, so be sure to check out all the dies. The sale starts October 6th at 12 a.m. Eastern Time, which for me and all of us on the West, that is 9 p.m. October 5th. So tonight, you will be able to start shopping. And if you have not, I've told you guys, make sure you're following her channels because she posted a video and showed some goodies. So she gave examples of what she made. And then she also is going to be selling, oh my gosh, she's going to be selling some mystery pokey tools and then some charm dangles. And she made some beautiful charm dangles that I think she said might be like 8 inches long. Like she has some shorter ones, but she has some really like massive dangles that are going to be for sale that she's created, and her beadwork is amazing. I told her she needs to just give a quick tutorial because I can never get mine as perfect as hers. But she also has or will have some new ready to bead dangles that I think there was a couple I did not have in my haul. So you'll definitely want to take a look at that. And then I think she's gonna have some bead kits, and I will try not to buy them all. I will try. I don't know if I'll be able to hold back. I have no idea. Just saying. So you have to hurry because you guys know her stuff goes fast. We're going to do a quick tutorial on this money clutch die, which I absolutely loved. I told you guys this would be the first one I would create with because it's so stinking cute. And then the other one, which is the, hold on, it's a gift card shaker tag. This one is going to be fun. You don't have to make it a shaker. If you're someone who's like nervous about shakers or it takes a lot of time, you don't have to make it a shaker. This could just be a nice layering piece here. And you can make like a shadow box with that by just, you know, popping it up with foam. And this is another type of ornament that you can sell at the craft sales. So to me, all these are like craft fair items and or if you have to make like bulk gift items during the holidays for your family, for your employees, all the things, these are the fun stuff. Like that makes the gift so stinking special. Okay, so, oh, and then I have a surprise at the end of my tutorial that I'll show you. I did make some charm dangles, so I'll show you what that looks like. I have been beading this weekend just because I needed to before my craft fair. And oh my gosh, you guys, I think I've made like, I don't even know, like over 30 pokey tools. And my hands are, my eczema does not like me at all. Yeah, there you go. Whatever you call it, eczema, whatever. It's eczema, but okay. Like, I mean, I could feel my thumb is peeling right now because my hands just hate me. So, I made a couple. So let me just move this over here for a moment. So, I made, this one was my first one. And they do come with, this set comes with a word, shadow word that says a gift for you. And then also surprise, the word I couldn't get in my other video. I could not figure it out. And for some reason, I thought it was like soiree or something. I don't know why. But I have not decorated these. I just have them blank. I don't know what I want to do with them yet. They're really easy to put together. So you guys will see that in just a minute. I did these with Velcro dots, especially if it's going to be for a craft fair. Unless you have some really inexpensive magnets, you could do the magnets, which I do love because it's just fun having that little clink clink. But this is so stinking cute. Now this, I wasn't paying attention and wanted it on this side so I can write. So we're just going with it because it is what it is. But you put your money in there. You could put a gift card in there with money. You could do a couple gift cards. It's stinking cute. I do think like right here, this still like works great. But for me, I would like score like an 1/8 of an inch, just to give it a little bit more wiggle room. But stinking cute, and you don't have to go crazy with this. Like, you could put, not on foam, but you could put this here. It's hard to see. You could put it there if you want it on the inside. It could be the surprise on the outside and then a gift for you on the inside. I love this. I just think it's so adorable. Oh my gosh. And then I was thinking doing like, you could do a little charm dangle off of here. You could have somebody's initial on there. You could do the ephemera, all the layering, all the fun stuff. If it's craft fair, I'd keep it really simple and put just like an ephemera piece on there or something. But oh my goodness, yes, yes, so stinking cute. So then there's this one. You don't have to do all the layers either, so I'm going to show you inside here. So this one has the layering piece, but it doesn't have it here, or the third layering piece. So you have the main base layering piece, and then you get another piece that you can do, but you don't have to do that. So this was my second one with gold foil, and I was just keeping it like cute. Just cute instead of crazy Christmas, because the crazy Christmas is on the inside. So that is the back. I love the gold foil. Of course I do. And then this is what it looks like. But again, I could put, do I have a white piece? I think I do. Let's see. You could put still this down here and have a spot to write something. So, or you could just make this just white if you wanted to. But I think it is so cute. I can't stand it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I just love it. And then here I used opposite, because if you've shopped Lisa for a while, she brings in like fun things like all the different colored Velcro dots. So I just was like, hey, I'm going to mix and match. So I did a red bottom with a black top to coincide with my pattern paper. So that's what that looks like. Again, you could put this on there. You can add some flowers and stuff there if you want. Oh my gosh, you guys, like this is so stinking cute. I can't. This is craft fair all the way. And once I got like the hardest part for me is figuring out pattern paper, because I'm picky about my paper and what I want with what. So, and I did what, an 8.5 by 11 sheet to create the base. That's it. But literally like 15 minutes, once you get on a roll, if you just do, you know, mass cutting, it can go even faster. So I just think that's gonna be so stinking cute in the craft fair. Little basket. Okay, so we are gonna go ahead and get started. So these are your main pieces here. So you're gonna have to cut pretty much 2 of everything except the little buckle, the little closure. But you need 2 of these. And I still think there's ways to like make this into, make this like as flaps in an album would be fun. You know, like just angle this here. This is now your hinge. Or you could put like 2 of these together. And I'm just plain, not like seeing it all the way through. Make this like a spine. There's, you know, fun stuff you could do with that. So just remember that. So I'm putting my my finished edge on the outside. So I'm going to fold on that score line. Oopsie. Just dropped it. Get my bone folder. And when you do this, when you glue the pocket together, I would not do a tape runner unless you have a skinny tape runner, because there is not enough clearance. Because I tried at first, I had my pink ATG and put it down here, but it was too thick and my dollar bill would not fit in there all the way. I mean, it would fit, but it pokes out the top of the bag. So then I just took that off and was like, okay, let me do some just wet glue, and it was easier. Okay, so my finished edges, so it looks like this right now. You're just gonna come in and glue these 2 together, just like that. So just adding a bead of glue Ignore my band-aid. Yes, I still have a band-aid on. It's gonna be on for a while because I actually think this nail might like fall off. My eczema has been just rampant. Like I've never had it this bad before, but it is under my nail. And they said it's not like, I made sure it wasn't like no, you know, nail bacteria from the nail salon or anything like that. And they gave antibiotics and everything, nothing. Just gotta let it grow out. So I do have the acrylic off, just in case you're wondering. But I do love this new nail color. You guys probably can't see it, but it is called Vampire's Kiss. It is like a purple black color. I've already ruined. I just got my nails done and I ruined them doing all the beadwork. Because the pokey tools, I got the glue on my fingernail. We'll see if it eventually comes off. I don't know. But my pokey tools are so cute. Of course, I use mostly Happy Crafter shop beads, but she won't be bringing those back for a while. If she does, it'll be next year. But I'm so excited. She has kits. I love her kits. She has the best kits. I'm just grabbing my scissors. You don't have to do this. You can just use it as is, but you guys know, like, I just like mine angled so you don't see the seam as much. And then it's hard to see because I know I'm doing this black. It's just some satin black. So all I did was cut my 8.5 by 11. I cut it to 5.5 by 8.5, 2 pieces. And then that was able to fit, because this is almost exactly 5.5 inches. So you don't have a lot of wiggle room. So make sure you have it evenly on your paper. Okay, and then I'm going to put this on the inside. The other ones I put on the outside. So it went around both pieces. I'm gonna see if this is better. So I'm gonna put it in here. I had it on the outside of this back piece before. You can find your center. I'm just doing my guessing game. And with wet glue, I gotta let it set up a little bit. That is not even. Not at all. There we go. A little bit better. Keeps moving on me. Now we want to burnish that down. Okay. So it'll go like that, and it'll go over here. So I liked it around the back here because then it went over both. I do like that better, but I'm just going to kind of force this. You could score it, but I'm going to, what am I going to do? Because I do like all the layers. So I'm just adding my own little score. You don't have to do this part. You guys just know I like to alter things to fit to my projects. And when you got everything on there, you could wrap it around and it would force another fold anyways. But yeah, stinking cute. Okay. Let's see. I'm doing a graduation one because I want some variations. So let's do the insides first. So for the inside, and again, this is your main piece for the layering throughout. This piece is your piece you don't have to do. I mean, you don't have to do, you could do one or the other. Like it could just be this if you want, or it could be this if you want. But you guys know I love to layer, so we're gonna have some extra layers here. So I think I'm gonna do, okay, I'm gonna do the white up there. So this one's a little different because I'm using like different colors or patterns than on my previous ones where I did the exact same. Oh my goodness, there goes my husband. Anytime he's talking to his best friend, they are so loud. They are such girls. They just love to gossip and talk. They act like they haven't talked for a long time. Oh my goodness gracious. So be careful right here when you're doing the layering. It does like bubble up when it's trying to get, you know, into place. That's okay. I just want you to be careful. Okay, that's a little crooked. That you don't rip it when you're burnishing it. Mine's a little crooked, but it's okay. Again, once you have things on, nobody can see. Okay, so I'm gonna put that there. This is all graduation paper. I thought it would be fun at my craft fair to have some of these in the school, the surrounding school colors with graduation, like, you know, the caps on it and stuff. So we'll see. I don't know, you know, with graduation being next year, but maybe there's some people who like to plan ahead. Okay. But I do think these are cute. So I'm hoping I'll have just a cute little basket filled with these little money clutches. Okay. And I'll probably figure out a way to not use the actual handle part, just so I could have some for somebody who doesn't want it to be a little clutch, but still likes the look of the money, you know, portion where you can insert. So basically, I can't talk tonight. I would just cut this off right here, and this could just be a fun like little folio to open up. I mean, it's just kind of like a slimline card. And I like that, you know, it has still all this fun stitching and layering. Okay, so I'm going to put this down here. So I need to clean off my Cuttlebug plates. So that way you can write something. So I'm not going to put glue all over because I don't like writing on top of papers that has bumpy like glue underneath. So I just put the glue on the outside. Okay. So this is what we're looking like so far. And I'm going to put this one right here. Again, this is like an old graduation pack. I think I added in a couple from some other packs. You guys really have to tell me if you can hear him, because you know I'm not going to listen to my own video. No way. Oh my gosh. And I'm telling you, like, it's probably something so not funny. They're just goobers. So we have that down. Okay. And then let's put this one here. This is great for using up some scraps too from some collections. And when I did, okay, so just so you know, like, it would have been great if it would have fit like for 6x6 pads to, you know, be able to smash those, but it doesn't because the money is too long. So basically anything you cut is like 7 inches. So if you have a 6x8 paper pad that you want to smash, you could just bust out a whole bunch using that. So for the pattern paper, for the big piece, like this one here, I cut my paper to 4 1/4 by like 7 inches. I think it's like 6 3/4 or something like that. just, you know, if you want to know what to cut papers to be able to get things to fit. And then the inside piece, I cut 3 by 7. And then these, I think this was like 1.5 is what I cut that to. Or maybe 1 3/4. But, I mean, I don't love this, the papers together, but it's okay. It's still doing what it needs to do. So, do you want something? Yep, I'm going to put this on the inside. I have to come up a little bit because I added that little score line. I'll put this on the outside. Like so. Okay, now I'm going to do, this is my front, so I want to make sure my front is the way I want it. Oh, let me show you guys. If you wanted to change up, you could still like cut things off. I just used a scrap of this gold shimmer that I had just to see, because I might want like to have on the inside some gold handles. So I just wanted to show you guys like different ways you could play with it. So it could be like that if you want to do something, because my outside is going to be the gold shimmer with the graduation caps. I could do like some wazoo or husky colors. My first craft fair of the holiday season is a new place that I'm trying. And it is going to be at Jefferson Elementary School in Tacoma, Washington, on October 25th. There's a craft fair. Why is it? Did I put glue on that? Yes, I did, didn't I? Yes, it just already dried. There we go. There we go. So if you're local and want to come say hi, I don't know how I'm gonna do it this one. I mean, it'll be fun regardless. And then I have a craft supply sale coming November 1st. That is where you can find great prices for, some are used craft supplies, some are new. Of course, you guys know I sell tons of paper. That's November 1st in Lacey, Washington, which is almost Olympia because it's like at the back end of Lacey. And then my next craft fair, which I did do this one last year. We're going to see if I like it this year, if I'm going to stick with it, is, what is it? I think November 22nd. I want to say like the weekend before Thanksgiving, whatever that is. Okay, and if you have directional paper, make sure your stuff is going the right way. I don't know why I have to do a dry fit. It's a dye. It's gonna fit, Tiffany. It's gonna fit. It's just habit. Oops. I could see a little. Oh my goodness gracious. He's crazy. This would be really cute to get like some, oh, I moved the paper. Of course I did. There we go. Some specialty paper, like doing a step and repeat with like, you know, the recipient's initials. to make it look like their own handbag. That would be cute. So instead of like, you know, I mean, what? Instead of like C's for Coach, it would be C for Caitlin. Something like that. A step and repeat, if you don't know, is where it's like either a word or a phrase that just keeps repeating itself. Oh my goodness, he's so squeaky. He has the deepest voice, but when he's laughing, talking, getting excited, it gets higher than anybody's. I don't know how his voice can do that. It's like tone, low voice, and then Minnie Mouse, which is just my voice. Okay. And you could, if you wanted to use foam under this and pop it up, you could do all those things and just have fun with it. Okay, so this is what it's looking like. Oh my gosh, is she not cute? So let's do, and I have tons of Velcros, but you can find Velcro dots on Amazon. I don't know if you guys can see. Well, it doesn't help. It literally just says Velcro. But you can find Velcro dots anywhere, basically. Okay, so I like to put mine together. Peel it off if I can get it. Okay, so, oh my gosh. Boy, it's so loud. And then I do like it to be closer up to the top. The first one, I didn't do it as far up, and it did not like stick very well once it wrapped over. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue there. And with these, because it does get slippery with the wet adhesive, you just have to let it set up. I don't have my pokey tool over here. Okay, I'm just going to let that sit for a second. And I don't mind that it's on the outside of my paper, even a magnet. I wouldn't care in this instance. Circumstance, something. Why do things sound weird? When you've said them for 1,000 years, but then all of a sudden, it just sounds weird. Okay, so I'm just going to let that get a little tacky for a minute with the wet glue. So I did make some pretties. Oh my gosh. I gotta show you guys. It's so cute. Okay, let me get this. And I'm gonna bring it over and just kind of hold it for a moment. Oh my goodness, it's so cute. I really like the gold foil. You guys know I like the foil the best. It's really shiny. Okay, so I did make some charm dangles. This one you could see on both sides, which I like. And it just looks like that. Then I have this one that we're all calling like the bee butterfly, because this looks like a bee right here. But it's a butterfly. So I just kind of did it like in fall colors. I probably should add like some gold leaves to this. That'd be cute, right? But just some of the beads I did. And I did post on my YouTube, one of my friends, I asked her to do a tutorial on her pokey tools. And she did a ton of work to give lots of information on all the little like details. So definitely check that out. If you have a lot of like Happy Crafter Shop beads and you want to wrap stuff, you can get some good pointers there. But I just use all kinds of things. I will use sequins as an end cap. I will use the findings, little seed beads. I like to mix it up and have some fun with it. But I thought that turned out cute. And then my favorite, this one is a little shorter, which I like. So you have, I don't know if you guys can see very well, sorry. But I love this one. Love, love, love. I just have some different colors. I don't know when she had this like clear butterfly, but if you got that in your stash, it's so cute with this. It does like come up as gold, but it has a little rose gold tint to it. I didn't have any like beads that could pull the rose gold out. So if you do, it'd be really pretty. But there you guys go. That's what I've done so far with her release. I have the beads made. I just now have to attach them to the other dangles, which there's a lot of dangles, But here is another little, so cute. So let me know, do you guys like it with like this on there, or would you decorate yours with, you know, like flowers, whatever, all the cutesy fun stuff? I want to know. I just think these are so cute. Like, seriously, so stinking cute. Okay, there you guys go. Hurry on over to her shop at 12 a.m. Eastern Time or 9 p.m. Western Time on the 5th or the 6th. 5th or 6th. Okay, talk to you guys later. Bye.